Hey everybody, welcome back again to my channel here at D Space for Space U. I need to clarify something about the fair yesterday. I did play that game where the man did not guess my age accordingly, but that happened to be a game that you didn't need a wristband for. And no, not the wristband, but you didn't need the prepaid card for. So he just took cash, and so that's why I played that game. Okay, and granted, was I tempted? Yeah, I was tempted to get the little prepaid card um thing so that I could ride a ride. There was like one ride that I really wanted to ride, and then I got to thinking, you know what? I ain't going through all that just to ride this one ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. But you know what? The scary part is that I was even tempted. Boom. The scary part was that I was even tempted. Do you feel me? So I also wanted to say that I was looking at the little kids. We were at this little game where you play. You have to toss the little like the not tennis balls but like the little ping pong balls into the little like jars, and if you get the ball in a jar, then you can win a goldfish. Okay. Well, I seen these two little girls, and they looked like they was with their dads and everything. It was a beautiful sight to see because we need our dads, we need our moms, we need our dads and all of that. And it's kind of rare to see that. So I give a shout out to all the dads, and I give a shout out to all the moms out there that are just taking care of their kids and taking them out, showing them what life is about, showing them a good time, because it just looked like they were just having a good time. Nevertheless, I got to looking at the face paintings. Both of these little girls, obviously they did not know each other, and they were on opposite sides of the table where the game was being played at. But they both had on the face paintings. And then, I don't know, something about the face paintings was just making me feel like a little bit eerie. But it was cute though. But it kind of was making me feel eerie. And I'm looking at these kids with these face paintings, and I'm watching them playing and everything, and they looking so cute and just adorable. But at the same time, something about it was making me feel like we are people in general. It makes me feel like they are deceiving us and clowning us, whoever they are, and they're watching us fall right into their hidden agendas. Do you know that most of the face paintings are of animals? Think about it. And people are paying all this money for these face paintings, and I'm guilty because I used to get them for my little girl. And then by about an hour, 2 hours after being in the hot sun, you start sweating, and the paint just starts smearing, and then you wipe your sweat off, and then you wiping the paint off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking around at the world today like, man, they are looking at us again, whoever they are, and they're probably thinking we are so dumb and easy to fool. Lastly, the other day I made a video, and I was saying how things are changing and people are acting strange. Do you know I pulled up at a Burger King the other day, and I said into the speaker, I requested or should I say, I ordered a Whopper with everything except cheese and ice water. So I guess the guy didn't hear me the first time. So I said I would like a Whopper with everything except cheese and an ice water. So he was like, I don't know what was going on, and he said it again. He was like, so you said you want a Whopper with everything? And I said, I want a Whopper with everything except cheese and an ice water. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna have to sit up on this note, cause this tripped me out. I was standing. I know, not standing there. I was in my car ordering it, right? And right there, not far from where you make the order, is the back door to the Burger King, right? So as I said the order for the third time, I looked up and I saw one of the female workers standing at the door. She opened up the door and she was like listening to me make the order, and she was listening to her coworker inside saying, I'm sorry, ma'am, did you say, what was that you asked for again? And by the third time, when I looked at her, she was like, what doesn't he get? People. God is my witness. She came around from the door, okay, over to where I was placing my order at the speaker. And she said to the man into the speaker, she said, the lady wants a freaking, and she used the other F word, but I'm saying freaking. The lady wants a freaking cheeseburger with everything except cheese and an ice water. Like, oh my goodness. And it's not funny. It's not funny at all. I was just kind of like looking at her like, and as she said that, two of her coworkers came out and they were watching her, two other females, they were watching her yelling into the speaker. And there was another car parked behind me waiting on their turn to order. And so I was just kind of like tripping, like, this is what we've come to. This is what we've come to. Think about it. Really feel me when I say this. This is what we've come to. Remember I said in the other video that the movie, in that movie, I found out that those people, a lot of those people in the movies, that in that movie, when they were taken, most of them didn't come back because they were food. They were food for the aliens. But there were some that came back, if I'm not mistaken. But when they came back, they were kind of strange. Do you see what I'm getting at? And I said, could in that movie be subliminal for variance? Or the other thing that rhymes with Maxine, but it starts with the letter that I'm presenting to you right now. These are the things that make me go, wow, that's very interesting. And do you notice that when you're driving on the freeway, I don't know how it is in other cities and states, but I'm here in Columbus, Ohio. I'm noticing how people that are driving, a lot of times on the freeways these days, and it's getting more and more frequent, that people are driving like they're in the Indy 500. And they're dodging lanes. They're going back and forth to cut in front of somebody. They're riding your tail. So or if you're trying to get over, they're blocking you from getting over. You know what I'm saying? Or if you get over before they're due, they're catching a real bad attitude. Now, you know, road rage has been around since cars been around, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm just saying, something is getting worse these days. It's really looking very lawless is what I'm getting at. And people are getting more and more careless and inconsiderate. And I'm just saying, are you watching? Do you know one time I was on the freeway some months ago, and I was in the right lane, the farthest lane to the right, which was right beside the berm. And I was just driving. I looked up to my right, and there was a car that came around to pass me. He went, and I'm saying he because I don't know who was it. I don't know if it was a he or a she, but whoever it was, this person went around to the right on the berm to pass all these cars and then got back in the right lane. Sometimes I wonder, are these reactions to the thing that rhymes with Maxine but starts with this letter? Are these reactions? I know somebody personally that I love and adore that said yes behind my back when they should have said no. And it looks like since that day, this person that I know and I love and adore has been changing, spiritually changing, mentally changing. And it makes me wonder if this was a reaction. People think that the reaction is because so many people are familiar or like, well, yeah, my family member got the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they broke out with all this, or something happened and they couldn't breathe, or they died, or but what about, and you know what, we're all familiar with that by now. We're all familiar with that reaction. But what about the reaction that could possibly be from that? What about the reaction that could possibly be a behavioral reaction? Did you ever think about that? Maybe you should think about it. Maybe you should watch and observe. Maybe you should ask God for spiritual discernment. I'm telling you, I'm about to go deep now. Can I sit here and declare it all? I cannot. No, I don't know. Let me tell you something. I've been told that I don't know what I'm talking about all my life, off and on, all my life. I've been told that I've been wrong. I've been shown by God that I've been wrong about quite a bit. So am I going to make a declaration of all this stuff? I dare not. But it doesn't stop me from being watchful. And God commands us to be watchful. Or else. You know what or else could possibly mean? According to the word of God, or else he will come upon us, woo, as a thief in the night, at an hour you do not expect, at an hour that you do not know. So our thing is to be watchful, to be ready, to be ready. You know what? And to be prepared for come what may. Because it'll behoove you. And it'll behoove me and everybody around. For us to just be prepared for come what may. And the only way we can be prepared is in Jesus. Okay? Surrender your hearts to him today. Accept today. Today as the day of salvation. Before it's too late. Okay? Till next time, take care. Come back to my channel here at DSpace for Space U, the name that is apt to change because I really don't like it. But someday I'm going to change it. I just don't know when. All right. Take care. I love you. Shalom.